For more than 2 decades, Chemours FM200 has led the fire industry, protecting people and critical facilities from fire. Along with our commitment to stewardship, we're proud to say that FM200 also leads in sustainability. Even better, FM200 achieves environmental responsibility with no compromises to effectiveness, safety, or cost. We all hope to never have to use our fire systems, and most of us are lucky enough that we never will. But in spite of our best efforts, fires still happen. Usually it's at 3 in the morning on a Thursday, right before a big deadline or payroll or some other most inopportune time. It's never when expected or convenient, and most always at the worst possible moment. An FM200 system discharge has zero impact on the ozone layer. HFCs represent a small portion of total global warming impact, and the use of HFCs in fire systems is even smaller. The benefits of HFCs in fire protection, and especially FM200, far outweigh the actual emission. The benefits of protecting lives and property against fire dwarf the limited environmental concerns. Regulators all over the world have recognized this and have responded accordingly, enacting few or no regulations on HFCs and fire protection. And we see this continuing. In fact, Chemours provides our Falcon and Eagle customer protection plan, protecting your fire system investments in FM200 against any future environmental regulations. The facts are, most of the HFCs used in fire protection aren't likely to be emitted to the environment and rarely have a chance to affect it. When circumstances change, the FM200 in the system can be recovered, recycled, and reused to protect another critical facility. When it comes to fire protection, performance is everything. How quickly can it extinguish the fire with little to no impact to anything or anyone else? In a critical facility, getting the fire out fast means less damage and less downtime, less risk to your business, and a swift return to normal operations. FM200 systems are lightning fast, extinguishing flames before a sprinkler system even catches a whiff of smoke. Water systems are designed to protect your structures, walls, ceilings, and floors, containing a fire and keeping it from spreading. Sprinklers might put out the fire, but that's not by design. Releasing water around the burning fire constrains the fire's growth, keeping it from spreading to other rooms, but doesn't eliminate damage to your protected site. And the damage to sensitive equipment from the water spray can often be worse than the damage from the fire itself. With very early detection and a discharge in 10 seconds or less, fires are often extinguished even before the end of a discharge, stopping the flame, stopping the damage, and getting your operations back online quickly. A non-conductive, non-corrosive gas, the FM200 can be quickly ventilated from the space with little or no cleanup, getting your site back online and in business. When compared with other clean agent technologies and products, FM200 vaporizes better, has greater nozzle area coverage, performs over a wider temperature range, and provides for flexibility in system design, allowing a greater complexity than any of the competition. And because FM200 requires 25% less agent and fewer nozzles, you get the highest performance fire protection available for less cost. For example, a 38 meter by 38 meter by 3 meter data center, 4,332 cubic meters, will require 4 times the number of nozzles and piping and 600 more kilos of agent than FM200 when using FK5112, the Novec product. More nozzles, piping, and agent adds up to more cost to protect your critical equipment. FM200 has been designated and accepted as safe at typical use concentrations by the US EPA program, the NFPA, and ISO clean agent standards. It's earned this unique distinction because it does not react with people, with water, with chemicals, or with our sensitive electronics or irreplaceable valuables. It's safe enough that people can inhale it, and yet it's a powerful fire extinguishing agent. It attacks fire at the molecular level, quickly and effectively shutting it down by absorbing the heat energy a fire needs to sustain and grow. It is so effective that very little agent is required, and contrary to popular myth, plenty of oxygen is left in the room for people to breathe. Fire is little more than a chemical reaction between a fuel and oxygen. Once ignited, heat continues to drive the reaction quickly, growing larger and larger and generating more heat energy. FM200 effectively absorbs this heat, taking away the driving force of the reaction and shutting the fire down, leaving your equipment undamaged, your facility intact, and your people unharmed. Hopefully, your fire protection system never needs to be used. But if it does, the system you choose must be beyond reliable. It must be perfect. Fire systems are mostly installed and forgotten. You need a system you can trust to work when you need it to work. FM200 has been in use longer than any of its competition, which means it has had more systems in use, extinguished more fires, and saved more people and critical assets than any other clean agent fire technology. It has proven effective time and time again. All of that experience, for nearly 30 years of testing, development, and use, goes into every FM200 system installed today. FM200 is used in military vehicles and ships, keeping the soldiers and sailors that defend us safe at a moment's notice. It's used to protect our communications backbone, from major data centers in Iowa to satellite linkages in India, the world's largest airports, most modern metro and rail systems, the tallest buildings, crucial power stations, water distribution networks, steel mills, and a host of manufacturing sites all rely on FM200. Our most significant historical icons, from the original draft of the United States Constitution to the Eiffel Tower to the Alexandria Library in Egypt, are protected by FM200. Telescopes looking to the farthest reaches of our universe, to MRIs looking inside our bodies, lab equipment analyzing the smallest microbes, FM200 protects the way we live today across the globe.